Think about what you ate for breakfast this morning, or even for dinner last night. Do you have any idea where that food is now? On an average, people stop to eat 2 or 3 times each day. We don't do this because we're hungry. We do it to stay alive. Food provides energy our body needs to keep the tiny living cells inside us alive and active. We wouldn't be able to use food as a source of energy without the process of digestion. Digestion breaks down food to release the nutrients inside. Those nutrients are then absorbed into the bloodstream and put inside the cells in your body. When you feel hungry, it's not because you want food, it's because your brain sends a signal to your body saying it needs more nutrients and energy. The mouth. This is where the process begins. The teeth tear the food apart while the tongue and the jaw move the food around. There is then a liquid in the mouth called saliva that gets the food wet. The saliva is produced by the salivary glands. The saliva produces a protein that breaks down the food. Once the food is broken down, the tongue pushes the food towards the pharynx, which is also the throat. The pharynx is at the back of the mouth that contracts in a wave to push the food along and down into the esophagus. This is the act of swallowing. The esophagus is what connects the mouth to the stomach. When food enters the stomach begins to make small contractions, which mixes the food and slowly pushes the food from the upper part of the stomach to the lower end of the stomach. While the stomach contracts, it produces a gastric juice, which breaks down the food into a consistency of a thick liquid. The contractions then push the liquid into the small intestine. This process inside the stomach takes an average of 1 to 4 hours. The intestines. The small intestine consists of a 21-foot-long tube that breaks down food into very simple nutrients and passes them through the bloodstream. The remaining food is then pushed through to the large intestine. The large intestine receives the leftover waste, then the waste takes about 12 to 32 hours to travel through, where it is then turned into feces and released from the body at the anus. Okay, let's recap. Your body is made up of different organs that help you digest your food for nutrients and energy. These organs make up your digestive system. Digestion starts in your mouth and food is broken down from saliva, which is produced from your salivary glands. The food then passes through your pharynx and down into your esophagus. From there, it moves into your stomach and is broken down into thick liquid from the gastric juice. It then passes into your small intestine, which is about 21 feet long, and pushed through to the large intestine. The process in your large intestine takes anywhere from 12 to 32 hours, and is eventually turned into feces where it exits your anus.